All right, Capricorn. So I pulled 3 cards, and I'm going to pull some clarification cards as well. But interestingly enough, you have 2 major arcana cards, and then the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. So I'm going to start with the first one. This is the Temperance card, number 14 in the major arcana. Temperance is about balance in life. It's about patience in life. It's understanding the flow of life. So as you can see, she's pouring 1 cup of water into another. She has 1 foot dipped into the water here, 1 toe, and she has another toe on the earth. So she understands that while she needs to be grounded, she is open to the universal givings of life. She's open to the mysteries of life. She's angelically blessed. She knows that timing is important. So it feels like for me, Capricorn, that the beginning of July, the universe is saying, just have patience. Remember to stay balanced. And this might be with your everyday work, balancing work and home, balancing work and family, your finances, whatever comes your way. Remember that you can do it all. You can make it happen. It's just staying grounded, which you guys are pretty good at. You're an earth sign. But I might ask you these questions. I mean, what in your life helps you to relax and stay calm? Is it music? Is it, some of you, it might be work. You may love your work. You may stay in the present moment while you're working. You might be own a landscape company. And of course that would be so earth oriented, of course. Or you may own a technology company. I'm just saying whatever keeps you in that present moment, but not to work too hard, not to put more into one area of your life, way more than another. Keep everything flowing. And I'm getting also children. So any of you all that have possibly younger children, it feels like some of them need attending. Of course, this is the summertime. So, and today's happy solstice. This is June 21st. So this is the first day of summer. Of course, this is July readings, but I do them ahead of time. So it might be that, you're trying to balance your kids being out of school and your work. And, where are they during the day? Do I need to send them to camp? Do I need to have them go on a powwow together, and you and other parents provide the carpooling, as they used to say. So I'm just saying this particular card has your back on balance. It really, really wants you to stay in the flow of life. Because the next card is the King of Pentacles, and this is probably you, Capricorn. This is the Pentacles are earth signs. This is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but I'm pretty much feeling like it's you. And with this patience, with this knowing that life is a flow, then you can own your inner self. You can make the money you need to make. You can manifest what you need to manifest. You can make your property look wonderful. For some of you, it is going to be upgrading your property, making it prettier, making it more structurally sound. For some of you, it might be. But I think you come into your own. This is a pretty good spread. Oh, wow. You know what? You have 3. No, you have 2 major arcana. It just feels like this is a major arcana. It just does. It feels like, because it's the King of Pentacles. I don't know why. This is a huge pentacle. This is about your money, your property. The king is someone who has mastered the art of what he does for a living, how he achieves his financial goals. He's someone who probably is a business leader. Not to say that all of you are. You may be working for companies, or you may work from home. I'm just saying that you master the art of leadership, a lot of you. Leadership in whatever arena that you're in. I'm looking to see what the common threads here. Sometimes the artwork will Well, what I'm seeing, I guess, mostly in the artwork between these three cards are, of course, the beautiful yellow flowers and the leaves, tall leaves here. Then there's leaves in this one and leaves in this particular card. So, again, it might be being out in nature, being near a lake, going on a weekend trip, going on a day trip, going swimming, being around the pool, all those things, going on a canoe trip could be beneficial for you. All right. And then the third card is interesting. This is the Lover's card, and this came up in one other reading I was doing, and I haven't seen it lately, not in this particular deck. And this card is a card that indicates to me that two people that are very committed to each other, they make great decisions together, they balance each other. Here we go with balance. So, Capricorn, this could possibly be around your money, but it very well could be also, obviously, around romantic relationships. You might be the major decision maker, and I wouldn't say major. I would say that you may have the opportunity to make the final decision on a situation that you are trying to decide. Say, in other words, you want to buy some property, and you're looking and you have 2 or 3 homes, let's just say homes that you're choosing. And it's like they're all good, they're all very comfortable, they all provide what you need, they're big enough. But you may be the one to say, okay, I'm looking at this in a very grounded, practical way. This is what I feel that we should do. I feel this is a very authoritative card in the midst of the spread. This is sort of, this is, spiritual and nice and balanced. It's beautiful. This is loving and cozy and comforting. And then this guy's like, I am leader. Hear me roar. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, because this is really sweet. This is very sweet, very angelic. And then this is the person who really, shakes things up or makes tracks, makes things move. Follow your path. All right. There's something about these flowers too that's very interesting. This gardening. All right. So I'm going to pull some clarification cards, and also look into my crystal for a minute and see if anything comes up here. Let's pull some clarification cards first. All right, this is for Capricorn for July. The Tower card. All right, well, some of you have seen major changes, haven't you? It's probably the need for patience and temperance. You've seen a lot here. Some of you Capricorns, this again is not for all of you, but some of you have. I was thinking a minute ago, this this Temperance card. This card falls in the major arcana cards between the Death card and the Devil card. So the Death card is releasing what you don't need. Releasing the Death. That's the Devil card. The Death card is about transforming. And so in between, there's angelic guidance, angelic foundation that we're given by the universe. And then here I drew the Tower card. So whatever has gone on in your life to disrupt, to sudden abrupt changes, here's the water. So remember, move this up a little bit. So you have a net where there's this fire and this lightning, and oh my gosh, all walls are falling down and things aren't the way they used to be, and whew, it's a lot. But you know what? You've learned some new techniques to deal with it. You come out stronger, and there's love for you. All right, let's see what comes out. A couple cards. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Wow, okay, Capricorn. But I shuffle these cards pretty good, pretty well before I lie them out. So you have the King, the Queen, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below, because I said in the beginning of this spread, as when I looked at the King, I said, the Court cards are tricky. The Court cards can be people, and they can be, with you being a Pentacle, an Earth sign, it could be you. And they can also be the essence of someone taking on the personalities of. And you have the Knight, the Queen, and the King. All right, so we have the Queen right under the King of Pentacles. You know, one of you put in the comment section below one of the videos from last time that you are a Virgo and you're with a Capricorn, I believe. So it might be that your partner is an earth sign, or at least has a moon or rising earth sign. So just, you know, you may not know if that's the case. They'd have to know their exact time of birth to find out. But this might be two people that form this union. Okay? So this might be another earth sign. And the Knight of Pentacles, before I go to that, let me say this. She owns the essence of the Pentacles. She's the one with the warm, cozy home. She's the essence. While he masters, she's like sitting on top of the well of pentacle prosperity. She just exudes pentacleness. And I say that not trying to really be funny, but more than that, she embellishes life in a very warm, cozy way. She's very practical, but yet she loves her home, she loves her family, she loves what money brings for her. You know, it's interesting, this Tower card wants to buddy up against the Queen. So if this has been a situation where something sudden has happened with someone in your life who's also an earth sign, that very well could be something that was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that was coming. Because this Tower card is really flowing in that direction. See how these winds, if you just scoot this up a little bit more, this comes together and makes that mountain. So I'm just saying the winds of change may be blowing in the direction of this Queen of Pentacles, or of this Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, the Knights are always the explorers. Unlike the Queen, who is the essence, and the King, who is master, the Knights are saying, like, no, we're moving forward. We like to explore. We like to see what's in different lands, cultures. Now, the Pentacle cards of all the Knights is the most pensive. He's not as fly off the handle as the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Cups, or the Knight of Wands. So he's more grounded. And the Knights represent like the teenagers, and not necessarily to say this is teenager, but like the Page would be a small boy, the Knight would be a teenager, and the Queen and the King would be adults. So I'm just saying there's a little bit of youthful excitement about this new exploration. All right. Okay, Capricorn, just because I want to, I'm going to draw a resolve card. And there's a couple that want to come out, so I'm like, which one is it? The Page of Rods. Okay, the Page of Rods. Well, this would be a fire sign, but this is about someone who is excited about a new vision, a new journey. So I feel like in one way, this Knight of Pentacles is following his vision, his creative ideas. They're new. So this might be you, and in fact, here's more mountains. So this might be you coming up with a new creative idea. It doesn't have to be painting, or it doesn't have to be, art, but it's something that really gives you a passion, really makes you passionate, let's say. It gives you a life force umph, if you will. It could be a fire sign too. Pay attention to any Aries, Sagittarius, or Leos that are in your world. Okay, this person has vision. You might want to join forces with them, or at least speak to them, have tea with them, have lunch with them, just saying. And also the Lover's card. So kind of pay attention to you know who your lover is. So leave in the comments below. This definitely is an interesting reading. The Tower comes up to say, yeah, you've been through some changes, and with those changes, you have the foundation for patience and growth. If you have patience, you're going to see all this growth, which is quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards. All right, my friends, I'm going to add these up. And we have 14, 15, and 6 is 21. Oh, I love the major arcana on that. In numerology, 2 and 1 is 3. 3 is about expression. 3 is about optimism and hope. And that's what I feel like you guys are, some of you are going to see, and I'm excited about that for you. The 21 in the major arcana is the last one of the major arcana, and it's very, very, of course, optimistic. It is the universe card. And the universe card, when it comes, when it talks about the end of an era and the beginning of a new one, of joy, of happiness, of fulfillment. There's objectives obtained, good conclusions, and advancement. As above, so below. Meaning that you have understood the depths of life and what those feel like, and you've understood the highs and the very highs. That's probably where this patience card comes in. So the universe card says it's all out there for you. You've experienced a lot, and yet you're now in the enlightenment part of that. You understand how the negative part of life can really be of benefit to you, and so can the positive. Because without the negative, we don't grow. The positive is wonderful.